Speaking of music, people, Kanye West was getting head in a boat.
Is there any other way to get head?
Apparently not. Had his whole ass out.
I didn't know about that part.
Oh, you didn't see? Like his whole ass was like visible.
Didn't he get in trouble for lewd?
Yeah, he did. He's actually banned. See, here's the thing is, it's not like he was on like a mega yacht in the middle of the ocean. No, this was in Venice where like the rivers are like almost like highways.
Yeah.
So you get into these little boats. It's basically like a taxi boat.
Yeah.
You get into there to get to like the other side of town or whatever else because it's too far to walk and so forth. So he's on a public taxi boat getting head from his wife, and you could see his whole ass crack just hanging out. Like it was something I didn't want to see Kanye's ass crack. This was something I was hoping I would never get to see. But unfortunately, here we are right now.
God, I want to be that rich.
You want to be that rich? When you get head in the boat?
Ass out in Venice, getting head on the waves.
You know, the funniest thing that I heard was, because, you know, Kim was dating Pete Davidson. And Kanye said, oh, really? I'm going to get Pete Davidson with titties.
A girl that looks like Pete Davidson, but
titties. His so-called wife.
That's weird.
You want to show you a picture?
Yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at her in the face, she kind of looks like Pete Davidson.
She's a little bit better than Pete Davidson.
Well, yes, because she's a female. But I'm saying, I'm just saying, they could be
Pete Davidson always looks like he just got done doing drugs.
Apparently, he actually was doing drugs while he was dating Kim.
Really?
He was on what was it, that K? What do you call it? The special K? Ketamine. Yeah, there we go. Horse tranquilizer.
Wow.
It's actually kind of interesting because when I was interviewing Charlamagne, he was telling me about a phone call, this angry phone call he got from Kanye. And he was talking about Pete Davidson. And Charlamagne and Pete Davidson are actually like good friends. And he was like, yo, you know, Kim Kardashian is like Marilyn Monroe. She's the modern day Marilyn Monroe, and she died of drugs, and Pete Davidson does drugs, and, you know, we got to protect her, and so forth. And everyone kind of laughed at him a little bit. And then you find out that actually during the time, Pete Davidson was actually taking drugs because he actually admitted himself during that time.
You calling me, you know, trying to get me on Team Ye, saying you want to save the new Marilyn Monroe. We got to save the new Marilyn Monroe.
Yo, that's what he was saying about Kim?
Yeah, that's the, you know how Marilyn Monroe died, right? Which I did not know, and I don't even know if this is true. But Marilyn Monroe died, you know, because of drugs, and you know Pete has drug problems, and we gotta save the new Marilyn Monroe from being addicted to drugs and dying.
So, yeah, Kanye's not as crazy as people always make him out to be, but
well, I'm still stuck on Kim K as the modern day Marilyn Monroe.
I know, right?
That's a drug comment in and of itself.
Yeah, I don't see that one. I definitely don't see that one. But I feel like Kanye has like, I don't know, man, he's just lost it. Like he walks around with no shoes on anymore. He just walks around barefoot everywhere.
On the concrete?
Yes, like in the street. You know, he's got these, I mean, his outfits have gotten more and more crazy. He's gained a lot of weight. And he's got this girl basically naked everywhere he goes.
Yeah, listen, I can't speak from experience because I don't know what that is yet. But I'm almost convinced that when you get to absurd amounts of money, it either makes you or breaks you. You know, it's something in that. It's something in them dollars, man.
Yeah,
and that level of status that can fuck with you.
Yes, but you do see a lot of people way richer than Kanye that seem totally fine.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Jeff Bezos is fine. I mean, Elon Musk is a little crazy,
but artists always have that artist label that they can fall back on in terms of that being able to validate a little bit of their nonsense. Oh, well, they're an artist.
Well, yeah.
They're a free spirit.
I remember reading this really interesting breakdown of what you're talking about. And basically what they said was, when it comes to mental illness, people love, for example, like when Kanye makes an album and it's so creative and it's so outside the box and oh my God, he's a genius and everything. But they don't like when he goes on the Hitler rants or when he cancels his tour and, goes off on these fucked up tangents. But it's all the same thing. It's all part of the same mental illness.
Right.
So you can't really love one and denounce the other because it's all kind of the same thing. Someone who is really like a little messed up in the head, who's creating great art, probably has a bunch of chaos at home and a bunch of, that you may not always get to see. Now with Kanye, you always get to see it because he's so out there with it. But I'm saying like, think about the home life of some of these so-called geniuses. It's usually very chaotic.
But I think sometimes people automatically want to connect the genius to crazy. Like the two have to coexist. And I don't think that's always the case. I think you could be an absolute genius and not have an ounce of lunatic in you at all.
Like a Jay-Z. Jay-Z seems perfectly lucid,
the only
perfectly
thing Jay-Z
intelligent.
has done that's crazy to me is kept that Raid Roach haircut.
The Raid Roach
haircut.
The Raid Roach haircut. You mean the dreads?
Yes.
I kind of like the dreads. You don't like them? He's doing it's like a Basquiat thing that he's doing.
I don't like Basquiat.
Nah?
Yeah.
I like his art.
Yeah. I mean, I like when Jay had his shit brush cut, This shit here just looks outrageous.
Well, I mean, one of us is married to Beyonce and the other one is not. So clearly someone likes it. You know what I mean? So.
All right, well.